Hi, it's Nick here from Soap Vault. Today we're going to be going through some of the basic features such as setting up your taxes, services, payment methods, and invoice number. You'll need to do this before you start invoicing and accepting payments from your patients. So the very first thing that we're going to do is set up your invoice number. And so the very first thing you'll need is to click on the gear icon, and then you'll need to click on the details under clinic. And you'll see under the clinic details, the invoice starts at number 1. We're going to actually change that, and we're going to change it to 50, and we'll hit save. So that means my invoices will start at number 50, and so the information has been saved. And then the next thing we're going to do is the type of payment methods I'm going to be accepting at my clinic. So I'm going to click back on the gear icon, the settings, and I'm going to go to the payment methods. We have pre-populated a number of types of payment methods: cash, Visa, MasterCard, check, gift certificate. So if you want to add a payment method such as American Express, you click on add payment method, click in the box, American Express, and save. And so it's just another payment method that you can accept. So if you wanted to edit or remove, you just click on the triangle here, and we can edit cash, and we can disable it, for instance, or we can change the name. In this case, we're just going to disable it, and cash we know now has been disabled. We can also change the name, so Visa, edit, and we can change it to, say, Visa 2. And we can save it, and the name is reflected on Visa 2. So these are setting up your payment methods, and then the next section we want to do is set up the clinic taxes. So we go back to our gear icon, and we click under billing, clinic taxes. And you have no clinic taxes set up, so we're going to add a tax. In the taxation name, we will have HST, and the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the percentage, we'll put it at 13%. You don't have to put a decimal in there. And we will hit save, and we have now our tax of HST. So you can add as many tax profiles as you need. So we're going to add another tax profile, and we're going to call it World Tax. And we'll put a taxation number in again, and the percentage of the world tax is going to be 10%. And we will save the world tax. And similar to what you had in your payment methods, you can also edit or delete the payment methods as long as they're not in use. So we're going to close this window. So what we set up here is the clinic taxes. So the your practitioners that you invite into the clinic may also have taxes, and so you're going to have to associate or assign these taxes as well to your practitioners. So let me switch accounts here. I'm going to switch from the admin to the practitioner, and this practitioner is associated to my clinic. And so I'm going to click on, again, the gear icon, and I'm going to click on Practitioner Taxes. And you can see the HST and the World Tax are both there because they're associated to that clinic. And now we have to associate those taxes to the practitioner. So if the practitioner also charges HST, and they would have a different tax number, you'll put in their tax number, and if they also charge a world tax, you'll put in the practitioner's world tax. So it's important to understand is that we set up our clinic taxes first, and then what we did is we associated those clinic taxes if the practitioner has a similar tax. If they have a tax that the clinic doesn't have, the clinic will have to put that tax in, and then they'll have to associate that tax to the practitioner. So let's log back in, or let's switch accounts, and we're going to go back into the admin account. And so what we've set up are the invoice numbers, the payment methods, the clinic taxes, the practitioner's taxes, and then the last thing we need to set up are the services. So we're going to, again, under billing, we're going to set up the services that are going to be associated to the clinic. So we don't have any services set up, so let's start a category. And their category is going to be simply therapy. And we're going to save. So we have a category therapy, but we don't have any services associated to that category. So the next thing we're going to do is add a service. And the service in this case will just be massage therapy. Oops. Massage therapy. And we're not going to put a description in. If you're going to enable online booking, you can display an online booking. If you want them to call for online booking, you can click this box. And if you want to show the price for online booking, so these buttons here all have to do with online booking. So we'll put the duration in, and so in this case there could be a 60-minute massage, and we're going to charge. We're going to have 60 minutes, and we're going to have a 15-minute recovery time for a cleanup, and we're going to charge $80. Now this $80 is really important to understand. This $80 is before tax. So we already set up our clinic tax, and our clinic tax was either the 13% world tax or the 13% HST or the 10% world tax. So that's going to be pre-tax. This is going to be calculated prior to putting the tax on, so when you add an invoice. And you want to associate this service to all the practitioners associated, or in this case there's only one practitioner, so I'll just click Nick Jones. You can also add another duration if you wanted to, and so it could be a 90-minute, and you can also have a 15-minute recovery, and in this case the pre-tax value will also be, we're going to put in as $100 in this case. And we're going to save that service, and what we have then, we have set up our invoice, our payment methods, our clinic taxes, practitioner taxes, and services. And that's the basic things that you'll need to set up prior to invoicing and using our financial section. Thank you.